Welcome back to another episode of this podcast. I'm your host, Josh, and today we have a very special guest, and we are going to ask him a few personal questions. So, without further ado, what's up, guys? I'm him, also known as Jay Lindo, also known as Josh, also known as Hundo Eats, and a few other aliases. I am excited to be on this podcast. I've heard a lot about it. It seems like the people enjoy the yapping and the conversation and the ideas that come from this. So I'm super excited to be here and to share more about myself with the world and my community and YouTube. So I'm ready when you are. Well, okay, him slash Josh slash Jay Lindo. First question, we'll start off kind of easy, probably one you've answered before. What made you start all of this? And what I mean by all of this is YouTube channel, fitness and health journey, trying to be a positive light to the world, trying to help yourself in order to help others. What made you start all of this? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked, Josh. The main factor that made me start this YouTube channel, this health reconstruction, this coming back to the basics of life, is that I saw myself go to a very low place in my life from the age 20 to 24. Nothing too crazy, but I was just in college with no purpose, no path, no idea what I wanted to do or anything. So I just started partying and drinking and smoking and drugs and just letting my life go. As many of you can probably relate, I believe that pretty much everybody at some point in their life has a phase to where they are doing bad things, that they are hurting themselves, they're hurting the people around them. And a lot of people don't come back from that. A lot of people accept that they just think that that's who they are, but not me. I looked up, I wasn't making any money, still not really, but that's besides. I was in bad health, no income, no future outlook, no drive, no motivation. And I ended up in therapy. And through the few therapy sessions that I attended, I learned that mental and physical health directly align. So I went to go test it, and it's true. I've said this many times. Um, so mainly the whole goal is just to, what made me start is I have to take care of myself. I'm going to be here in the future, hopefully. And if I am, I want to be healthy, happy, and secure in myself. So every day I work towards making that better. I've only been doing this for a year. I'm still not ready to move on to like finances and other parts of life. I'm still focused on my health. I still have health goals, and that's first. I do not want to overload my plate. I've already got a lot on my plate. I don't want to overload my plate by trying to do everything at once, because it's going to make one thing slack. So if I try to focus all on my finances right now, my health and fitness is going to fall off. Just how it works. I can't do everything. So I would rather work on internal things first. Okay, wow. I appreciate your answer, Jay Lindo. My next question for you is, what is your main motivation? What keeps you going in this? We know you've been doing it for a year, and we've seen you through some kind of bad times. What keeps you going? What keeps me going? My main source of motivation. I have this itch to be productive. And where that comes from is the fear of going back to my old lifestyle. So I told you that I used to just party and drink and sleep all day and live for the moment, which living for the moment is dangerous. It can be very healthy. There is a time to live for the moment, but you can make some very bad decisions when you only value the present moment, because there are substances and there are drugs and there are actions and things that will make you feel really good in the moment, but that's it. They make you feel terrible after. So if you plan on being here in the future, you might want to reconsider the actions that make you feel really good right now, but terrible after. But, anyways, my main motivator is I refuse to let myself go back to that lifestyle. I refuse. So, whenever I start seeing myself do the things that I used to do, like just sleeping in for no reason, just hitting my vape or getting some type of substance just whenever I want, not caring about the future, only caring about how I feel right now. It gets to me, man. It gets to me. So I have to go for a walk. I have to go to the gym. Or I do these things to show myself and make myself a believer that I'm not like that anymore. I'm not like that anymore. I'm different now. Yes, I still have lots of the same tendencies that I used to, but we're cleansing them. We're cleansing them slowly, hopefully, surely. Thank you for being honest with us, uh, Jay Lindo. We appreciate, your genuinity and your realness. Are you scared of the future? Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Or don't we all experience fear of the future at some point? Because we don't know what's out there for us. We can try as hard as we want to manifest it. We can try as hard as we want to control what happens. In a lot of senses, you can. So, yes, I am scared of the future. I am. I do see myself on a better path than I've ever been on in my life, but I'm still scared that I will get derailed by something. I'm still scared that if I stop all of this, that I won't have anything and that I'll never find purpose. Um, I'm scared that I won't progress enough to support myself. I'm scared that the rest of my life I will be juggling a job and money and trying to do content, and that I will just be stressed out trying to do so much the rest of my life. I am scared of that. I'm scared that I won't be able to monetize my content and merch and these things that are outside of fitness and health. And I'm scared that I will cause a bad influence on people. I'm scared that the kids and the younger people that look up to me and see me doing this stuff and are like, man, he's inspiring me. I want to do things this way, or I want to follow him. I'm scared that I'll be a bad leader. I'm only 25, so I am learning as I go. This is a disclaimer to anybody watching me. I'm still young. I do say and give off good advice sometimes, but I'm not somebody that you should model your life after. I don't believe that. I don't think you should model your life really after anyone. I think you should look in the mirror and decide yourself who you want to be. And that is probably the toughest thing to do, because I still struggle with it. I still stare at myself in the mirror, and I have a lot of questions that don't get answered. That don't get answered. What keeps me grounded is this fitness and health, and I learned that muscle mass is one of the maintaining muscle mass is one of the main indicators of life longevity. So at the end of the day, if I'm not doing anything else, I'm growing muscles and I'm developing mental stability. Uh, so what was the question? Oh, am I scared of the future? Yes. Um, but I want to see it. Deep moment here. I used to tell myself that I wouldn't be here past 25. That if I didn't have it figured out or if I didn't know what's going on with my life and stuff at 25, that I wouldn't be here. Now I'm 25 and I want the future. I don't know why I would ever poison my mind with that thought to give myself a deadline or to make myself feel like I don't have as much time as our creator is going to give me. I don't know why I would ever poison my brain with that, but I did for years. But now, yes, I'm scared of the future, but I want to see it. I'm excited and scared and nervous. It's all kind of the same thing. I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see, as probably many of you are, where this goes, where my content creation can take me, where my work ethic and my drive and my not caring about the opinions of people, where this can take me, and my self awareness and all these little character traits, my humor, where this stuff can take me. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited too, Jay Lindo. I'm excited too. We're rooting for you. Some of us hate on you. Some of us don't agree with the decisions you make. But me personally, I'm excited to see where you turn out, where you end up. Next question for you is, I've been hearing a lot about this. Do you have a girlfriend? Chill. Josh, chill. But yes, I do. I have a girlfriend off camera. She's not big on all this social media, hibbity, jibbity, hobbity, podcasty. She's not real big on all that. So, I like to keep her off camera. But yes, I do have a girlfriend. She's beautiful, fitness enthusiast. We love each other. We hold hands all the time. She just likes to keep her life private. So yeah, we just won't talk about that too much. But yes, I do have a girlfriend off camera. Oh wow, very Sigma of you to have a girlfriend. I'm sure she's very beautiful, and I'm sure that you're not lonely at all. That you have a companion that shares mutual interests with you, and that you keep her off camera. I definitely believe you. I appreciate your honesty. What is your biggest weakness? Getting real deep here, huh? My biggest weakness. Physically, my biggest weakness is my hip mobility. Holds me back a lot. But I'm sure you weren't looking for the physical weakness. Most men have weak hips. We don't train them. Um, Mentally, my biggest weakness is I'm extremely insecure about my content and about trying so hard on it because where I'm from, in Bumfreak, Tennessee, people don't believe in this. People believe in getting up to go to work, which is fine. Which is fine. I I've had a few jobs. I've literally been carrying the logs with a fencing company. I know about work. No, I haven't done anything for 10 years and busted my ass every single day, but I see what work is and I see that there are benefits to it. But this is my work. I enjoy being creative. I enjoy creating content. I enjoy having a community. I enjoy inspiring people. Um, I enjoy all this most of the time, and I'm pulled towards it. So, what was even the question? My biggest weakness is letting other people's opinions stray guide my course. Because I don't know why I do that, because I've accepted many times that I literally, in my area in Tennessee, I don't know one single other person that I talk to that really does similar things that I do. I know maybe one person that has a podcast, but I haven't talked to them in years. I know maybe one person who's like acquired a community and growth on a platform. We are This person is me, but 4 years ago. So it's hard for me to even come close to that like lifestyle and stuff, because it's so tempting for me to go back to how I was. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. I've tried to help him, but so it's hard to take advice. And it's risky to take advice from people who have, if you put them in front of a camera, would, and you know they would, but they're still going to sit here and tell you, you should do this, that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Or like, oh, well, that's not, it's just tough. It's tough. So I'm constantly, my biggest weakness is a fight in myself of do what I want to do or listen to other people. And it's so hard to find a balance in that. And that's my biggest weakness is I'm thinking about other people in my head. I'm creating their voices in my head saying this, saying that. And it distracts me. That's my biggest distraction. If I could just relax and trust myself to just make the decisions, I'd be a lot better. What is your biggest strength? My biggest strength has become my back. Physically, we're talking about physically. Bro, I was working out, hitting back like I didn't care about it, just bam, bam, bam. Then all of a sudden, I look up, I got a back dominant build. I'm not sure how that happened. I guess it's just genetics that my back it mogs other parts of my body. But mentally, my biggest strength is I don't really limit myself. That's probably my biggest strength is I don't limit myself, because I've accepted and I understand that I don't always know what I can do. There's been times to where I'm underneath the bar going for a PR, and I literally do not think that I'm strong enough to lift the weight. I'm like, I just don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. But I still get down there and I just push and try as hard as I can, and I'll hit it. And I'm like, what? Even I didn't know. So I'm not scared to try things that even I don't really believe I can do, because I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I don't know. I don't know. Even if it's about me, I don't know until I try. Until you try, you don't know. You can convince yourself all day, it's your ego, convince yourself all day that you know how things work, that you know that you got to do this and do that. That can be toxic, but you don't always know. I know that if I lay around in bed and don't do shit, I will feel bad about myself and feel terrible. I know that. I know that. But I don't know if I work hard and if I work hard every day and stay focused and do things, I don't know where it'll take me. I'm pretty sure it won't hurt me. I'm pretty sure it won't like make me worse than where I was of just laying around all day. But I honestly have do not know how high it can take me. I don't know. I know that putting myself on camera has really helped me make lots of strength gains, lots of body gains, lots of fitness and health gains. It's something about the accountability and me seeing myself and watching the progression. Oh, another one of my biggest strengths is hyper fixation. Um, I think I have that superpower. I get focused on something, I start thinking about something, I start wanting to do something, I'm all in. And I go through long phases to where no opinions can get to me. That goes along with my weakness. Sometimes I do need to let that one's a the hyperfixation. That one's a it's a trait. It's like a badge that I have. I'm not sure if it's a strength or a weakness. It can be both. It can play as both. But right now, hyperfixated on health, fitness, weight gain, and content. Wow, that was a pretty good little rant session, little yap session. You really know how to talk, don't you? For my next question for you, Jay Lundo, do you think you are a good influence? This is one of my biggest insecurities and things that I deal with is because I know that people see me on the internet. I know they do. I know that kids see me on the internet. I know that some people look up to me. And do I think I am a good influence? I'm not sure. To some people, yes. To some people, no. I know that some people that see this and that are from similar backgrounds as me will probably be inspired by it. Somebody who went through college or had a phase of their life that was bad, they were on a terrible path, but they're looking to flip it around and try to do something healthy. Will probably inspire those people to be healthy. I'm scared of the kids who haven't gone through that phase yet will look at me and be like, whoa, he's so cool. He's so funny. He's so whimsical. He's got viewers. He's got a podcast. He lifts weights. Wow, he got abs. If he Okay, so we had a little technical difficulties with the storage, but I'm scared that the kids that watch will look at me and look up to me and think, oh, if he can have this bad phase of his life and then come back and do all this and make himself look good and do all this, I can do it too, you know? I can go party and I can go ruin my life for a little bit. Josh went through it, and yes, it did develop character for me, but my present life would be so much easier and so much better if I didn't have that phase. I truly believe that because now I have more distractions and more things in my way, like addiction problems, bad habits that have built up, this resting kind of depression or laziness that I fight every day. And if I didn't take those 4-ish years of degeneracy, I wouldn't be dealing with that. I would be ahead. I'd be more stable. I'd be better. So for the kids watching, be better than me. Be better than me. I've got friends that stayed straight and narrow, and I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous of that. I am. Yeah, I got some cool stories, and now I know some things about the nightlife and how grimy life can get, but I didn't need that. I didn't need that. Well, Thanks for being honest and sharing with us. Hopefully, you aren't a bad influence, but I'll be honest with you, Josh, you can't always control how you affect people. You should do what feels genuinely right to you. Do the things that you're pulled towards. Don't be scared to change. Don't be scared to try something, decide it's not good, and change. We all influence people in bad ways, but it's not our responsibility to, we're not responsible for other people's actions. You're not. They make the decision for themselves. They choose to be influenced by you. I think you should continue to help yourself, and that will continue to help others. Do you believe in yourself? Is my next question. Do you believe in yourself? The thought that keeps me going, Josh, the thought that keeps me going is that I believe and I trust myself. That if I keep on waking up and I keep on trying to make improvements and I keep on going, that I will continue to have good ideas, that I will continue to be put in opportunities to help people, to show people the way, to learn, to develop, to grow. I believe in myself at times in a almost delusional way. I have these spikes of confidence that nobody can tear down, but vice versa. I have these low points to where no, I don't believe in myself. I'm jealous of what other people have, and I don't think that I could get to that level. And it's pretty much all internal, thinking that other people have things that I don't have, or like that what they have is what I need to feel full and complete. No, what I have is the opportunity for a journey, for a process, for development for the world to see. And I believe that I will continue to develop and progress in front of this camera. So, yes, I do believe in myself. I don't have a set goal or a set idea of what I want my future to look like, but I believe in myself to develop internally. That's good to hear. That is very good to hear. If you could give your younger self advice, what would you say to young Lundo Hundo? I would tell him, I would tell young Jay Lundo, let's give myself advice at the age of 18. 18 years old. Start making yourself healthy right now. You will be glad that you take care of yourself right now in the future. It will keep you on a better path. Don't let your curiosity get the best of you. You're a very, very curious young man. You're a very curious young man because you feel like you've been sheltered. I know. I'm you, so I know. You feel like you've been sheltered and you want to explore outside of your shelter. There's not that much good going on outside of your shelter. It's raining, it's storming. Outside of your little shelter, it's storming. And you're not prepared. You don't have an umbrella. But you're curious of what the rain feels like and what the darkness feels like. You don't have to be. You shouldn't be. You are a light. You are not ready to go outside yet. You need to mature more. And then when you do step outside, you need to do it reasonably and responsibly. Don't try to ruin your life just because you felt stable your whole childhood. You felt stable your whole childhood. That doesn't mean you need to go seeking for unstableness. It doesn't. And you'll understand at some point, you'll probably take the same path I took because we don't listen to people. We don't even listen to ourselves. Oh, we just do at that age. We just do. We don't think about tomorrow. We don't think you don't think you're gonna be here. You're looking at me, my younger self looking at me. You didn't think you'd make it to this age, but you're gonna make it to this age. And what you do right now affects me. So straighten up, young man. That's my advice to my younger self. Yeah, bro, he ain't gonna listen to that. I ain't gonna lie, he's not gonna listen to you. He's gonna run his own course, and everybody is. And you're just gonna have to keep doing what you do, help yourself, and other people will see it. And at some point, they'll probably come around and be like, they'll have a realization that I need to help myself. Wow, I'm not on a good course. I need to help myself. And they'll realize it on their own. And the best you can do is continue to help yourself. And my last question for you is probably something that a lot of people don't know about you is I know that you deal with depression, anxiety, mania, all these mental kind of things. I know that because if you haven't figured it out yet or not, I'm him. He's me. So I know. But I know. How do you deal with these things? How do you get past them? How do you move past them? And what do you think they are? So this is a big topic for me. When I turned about 18, I started, at the time I didn't know what it was. I started getting these phases of depression and laziness and thoughts of, very negative, bad things, thoughts of not wanting to live anymore. I didn't really tell anybody. I kind of just kept going to class. I was in college. Kept going to class. Kept playing video games. Kept locking myself away and just doing whatever. And I didn't deal with it for years and years. 4, 5, 5 years, 5 or 6 years probably. I just let it build up. It just became part of my personality that I was depressed. I don't know what I want to do after college or right now. Just depressed, like emptiness, feeling like that I don't have anything going for me or that, just holding myself back basically. The anxiety came in. We'll stick up to depression right now. And fast forward 5 years, I'm 25 now, 5 or 6 years, however many years it was. Fast forward to right now. How I deal with that is, before I say this, I want to say I wish that I was the type of person that could just wake up and start going and never really feel like that, never feel like a lack of purpose, or never feel like he's doing things for no reason, or I wish that I didn't have that. But unfortunately, I guess fortunately, I'm not going to say that, but in reality, I am the type of person that has to do certain things for my brain to even start to be healthy and happy. The biggest way I have dealt with my depression is activity. I'm a much more active person than I've ever been in my life. I wake up in the mornings, I drink water, take a pee, I stretch a little bit, and I go walk. I get my body active. I get my heart rate going naturally. I'm just up. I'm just moving. I'm here. There's something about walking that straight path that makes your mind follow on one singular path. and you're just moving and you're going and you're flowing. Every one of my showers ends cold. It starts warm, wash my whole body, then it goes as cold as I can. And it forces kind of the Wim Hof breathing, these deep breaths. That does something for my dopamines and my chemical imbalance. What depression is a chemical imbalance. That's what you're going to hear when you talk to all these professionals, when you talk to your friends who know everything about everything. Depression is a chemical imbalance, and you could end it right there. Oh, it's a chemical imbalance. There's nothing you can do about it. You're just wired to be depressed. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Some people are going to tell you it's a chemical imbalance and you need medicine to balance it. No. There are activities that you can do that balance your chemicals, your serotonins and dopamines and your happiness. Physical activity is one, cardiovascular activity, lifting weights, drinking water, literally, hydration, literally. Sunlight does so much. I'm not going to get into this, but I think our bodies do photosynthesis or something like it because it's a chemical reaction. When that sunlight hits your skin, it does things. Yoga, meditation, breath training, grounding, walking bare feet on the grass, touching trees, touching nature. I have to do so many things to be happy and healthy and content. And I've accepted that. That I have to do actions to balance my happiness. My anxiety, don't really have a clear time of when that started happening or what, but how I deal with anxiety is I let it out. I let it out. When I get into a group of people and I feel nervous, I normally start acting a damn fool. I get excited and I start yapping and I do this and I do that and blah, 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 blah. I just let it out. That's who I am. I do still get locked up sometimes. There are situations where I get locked up and I can't let it out. But most of the time, I try to channel it into energy because I'm very happy. When I have energy, I don't have to force it. Like I said, I have resting kind of deep down in here. I have resting laziness and depression. That's one of my biggest weaknesses, also laziness. I don't even know where I was going with that, but that's how I deal with my couple actions. I deal with my depression, anxiety. I try to let it out, but you can also, if you're ever having an anxiety attack, panic attack, you can start naming things that you can see. I can see this camera, I can see this mic, I can see my hand, I can see my shirt. You can start naming things that you feel. I feel my shirt, I feel this couch, I feel my phone, I feel the air, I feel the fan moving and stuff. And then you do that with things you can see, touch, taste, feel, hear, all that. It snaps you into the present moment. That's just a little mental health tip. And that's about the only ways I've figured out how to deal with my mental struggles. So, unless you have more questions to ask, I think that might be it. Well, Jay Lindo, I'm him, Hundo Eats. Appreciate you coming on the podcast. I've enjoyed this conversation. I think that we need to do it again sometime. I hope that the viewers enjoy. I hope that the viewers subscribe if they haven't already. And I hope to continue to see you progress as a human. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the changes that you've made. I know a lot of people can't see it, but I can see that you're on a better path. I can't see where you're going to end up. I don't think even you can. But we appreciate you sharing your life with us. I appreciate the inspiration. I appreciate the creativity. I appreciate the drive. I appreciate you as a person, and I love you. Thanks for watching, guys. That is the end of this podcast. Love you. mental and physical health directly align. See y'all next time.